You guys, the RX8 is in the garage and on jack stands. Means one step closer to getting her back on the road. Welcome back, guys. If you missed the last video, Carissa and I picked up a 2004 Mazda RX8 6-speed and all the options that she wanted. So it is a GT package, which I believe was the leather seats, the upgraded sound system, as well as the sunroof. So this build is primarily going to be her goal, her dream build, so to speak. I'm just here on the sidelines to help her bring that to fruition. Now I'm going to do my best because I do have strong opinions on, you know, my vehicles and what we do to them, but I trust her judgment for the most part. That should be pretty exciting. If you notice, the wing is already off. The decals are pretty much all off. There's remnants of some stuff and some, you know, decals left down there that we need to remove, but almost there. The bumper has a bunch of holes in it because they had some fake carbon, what do you call it? The canards, and I'm not sure why they positioned them completely flat, so it pretty much wasn't doing the job that they're intended to do. We also removed the splitter, so a bunch of cleaning up that we had to do to get this car back to stock, so to speak, getting her back to a blank canvas that we can, you know, start our build on. Alright, now we gotta clear out all this stuff over here. Alright, so I've pretty much moved everything that's in the way off to the side for now. And maybe I'll lower the rear first. So I cleaned up the best I could on this side just so we can get that yellow RX8 in here. This should give us enough space to lift it up and hopefully I have enough space on both sides to get the transmission out, because if not, that's gonna suck. Alright, so she's up in the air. The factory mounted, our factory jacks mounting points. So I use those, and I always like to put a fresh block of wood on the frame rail so that the weight is evenly distributed between a larger surface area. And then when I am working under this, I will be putting the jack at the actual jack spot, just for some extra safety. And I also have a jack back there on the actual diff too, so that way there'll be 6 spots where she's being held up while I'm underneath. And actually the one by the jack I'll just always leave there. But yeah, so I'm gonna PB blast some of the exhaust stuff, and we'll be taking out the transmission here soon. And I gotta fix these things because that's just horrid. And here we are. Now we are just waiting for some parts to come in. The clutch kit, which we went with a little bit over a factory rated clutch, just because we don't really plan on doing too much power wise on this. Maybe like the intake. We did order cat delete mid pipe, which we all know RX8s are not happy with the factory cat, just because of the oil clogging up the cat itself, restricting airflow and overheating that whole system. So if you're fortunate enough for the car to come with a Greddy catback. Now if I was going to purchase a catback, that's the one I would go with anyways. And if you heard the way that it sounded in the first video, it sounded actually pretty nice. So I think it'll sound even better with the mid pipe. So we're just waiting for those things to come in. I did pick up a spare Renesas 13B. Made sure it was a 6-port since we have the 6-speed. And on this one, we will be using the flywheel that it came. I already have the 54mm nut on order to remove that, and then we're going to disassemble this motor as well. You're probably wondering why I have a spare motor. Well, if you own a rotary, you probably already know you should have one on deck always, so that way you can replace your motor when the seals go. But I haven't introduced my RX8 yet, which we'll do in a future video. But just a little teaser, you probably saw it already in the previous clips, but I did pick up another 2004 6-speed GT package as well. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but that's going to be kind of a future project. We just came across another really good deal when we were looking for this, and I couldn't pass it up. So on the agenda, we'll get this car running, and this is nearing completion. So this is the RB25 Neo that will be going in my S14. So again, a lot of projects, a lot of content coming your way. So hopefully you guys have subscribed and you've hit that notification bell. All right guys, so that pretty much sums this video up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting our channel. We'll see you in the next video. Later.